Hello, welcome to this week's Tuesday video announcements. I wanted to start with just a big thank you from me and Tristan for the lovely baby shower that you all threw this past weekend. It was really fun with the book theme and all the different foods that corresponded, and we loved hearing about how you all chose different books and which ones are your favorite. And so we're just grateful for your generosity and love and support. So thank you. Thank you all. Relatedly, last week I told you that I had put together a brochure about my parental leave and how we're going to cover things here while I'm away. If you want to find one of those, they're scattered throughout the church on our different brochure racks. If you can't find one, let me know. It has all the details, and we've got a good plan for how things will be covered. This week, coming up on Sunday, is Easter, and we're going to be having our annual Easter egg hunt after the service, and we need some help stuffing eggs for that hunt. If you can help over the next couple of days, today's Tuesday, so if you're able to help Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, contact Peggy Cardone or Sadie, and they'll let you know how you can help. This Thursday, the Manchester UU Church and the Manchester branch of the NAACP are hosting a showing of the documentary Shadows Fall North at the Manchester UU Church. Shadows Fall North is a documentary about New Hampshire's participation in slavery and segregation, particularly in this state. And there's going to be the showing of the movie and then a panel afterwards. And it starts with registration and snacks at 5 p.m. So that's this Thursday, March 29th at the UU Church in Manchester. It should be really good. This Sunday, as I said, it's Easter, and we are having an all-ages Easter worship service where we'll be weaving together of Persephone and Demeter, which is a Greek myth, and the Easter story of Jesus as well. So we'll be weaving those two together. And we are also having a child dedication during the service. We have 6 children who are going to be a part of that, who will be dedicated. And if you have a child that has not been dedicated here and you would like to have them dedicated, please let us know by Wednesday. That's tomorrow, Wednesday, March 28th. So you can let me know or you can let Sadie know. As I said, we're going to have the egg hunt after the service, so I hope your kids are here to participate in that. And we're looking for folks to bring food for fellowship hour. There's a Sign Up Genius link that I'll put in the comments if you are able to bring something to share. We are still waiting on some pledges, so if you haven't gotten in your financial commitment for next year for our stewardship campaign, it really helps us as we're putting together the budget for next year, which actually we've already done, and we're just trying to figure out if we can fund it or not. So please do get your pledges in. Our next Immigrant Solidarity Vigil is April 3rd, which is next Tuesday, 8:30 to 10 a.m. at the Norris Cotton Federal Building in Manchester. And the UU Church in Manchester is still raising funds to try to support putting a shower in so they can offer physical sanctuary in their building. And there's a Faithify up for another week. So if you haven't given to that yet, I'm going to put the Faithify link in the comments. They'd love your support. On Sunday, April 8th, there's a workshop from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Brookside Congregational Church called Creating Sanctuary with Anti-Racism and Collective Liberation at the Heart. It's led by Chris Crass, who's an amazing UU who has done all kinds of good work on anti-racism around the country. And it's free to attend, but you do have to register by emailing Maggie Fogarty, mfogarty at afsc.org, no later than April 3rd. So that's no later than next Tuesday. And I'll put a link for that event in the comments as well. We were going to have the third session of our Common Read discussion on the third Reconstruction happening on April 7th. It's not going to be on April 7th. We're rescheduling for May when there's a little more flexibility in the calendar. So stay tuned for that. Our Northern New England District Spring Assembly and Annual Meeting is coming up April 13th to 14th. It is right here in Nashua at our church, so I really hope that a whole bunch of you will be there. There's great programming. There's a musical worship service on Friday night led by a couple of fabulous musicians. There'll be another worship service led by some of our Vermont ministers on Saturday morning. So Friday night are the musicians. Saturday morning we'll start with a worship service, and then there's going to be an amazing program led by a leader from Black Lives of Unitarian Universalism and a great organizer from Minneapolis. They're co-leading a workshop on anti-racism and on thinking about privilege and power in our denomination. So I really hope that you can join us for that. And on top of all of that, there's going to be a UU Kids Camp that's happening all day on Saturday, led by religious educator Laura Yvonne Steinman, who's from Massachusetts. She's super fabulous. She's an activist, she's an artist, she's an educator, and she's putting together a program that's going to relate to the program that the adults are doing. It's for ages 2 to 13. So if you want to come to the spring assembly, you can also bring your kids and have them be a part of that kids camp, which is an awesome way for them to connect with other UU kids from around our district. So I really hope that you'll be there. On Sunday, April 15th, we've got a couple things going on. First of all, the Jeffrey Campbell Ceremony Task Force is meeting for the first time. This is the group that will organize and oversee the ceremonial installation of Reverend Campbell's graveside marker this fall. If you are excited about ritual, UU history, or event planning and want to be a part of that group, you can join them 11:30 to 12:30 Sunday, April 15th in the youth room. And also that same day, our hikers are going to be going on a UU hike on the Manchester Heritage Trail. Easy 2-mile walk on smooth trails. It's really beautiful. I've been there. Carpool is 1 p.m. from the Exit 7 Park and Ride, and they'll be back before 5 p.m. And again, that's Sunday, April 15th. Coming up in May, the first weekend in May, Saturday, May 5th, is our Derby Day Auction and Gala. So you all know how much fun that is if you've been in the past years, and if you haven't, I hope you'll come. Bring your big hats, bow ties, and fun-loving selves for an evening of food, drinks, games, and laughter, and a lot of neat treasures to bid on. The doors open at 4:30 and fun begins at 5. At this point, the thing we're looking for the most is donations of services for the auction. So you can host a themed dinner, which can be as extravagant as a Maharaja Indian dinner for 8, which someone offered last year, or as simple as pizza and a movie. So themed dinners are awesome. Other examples from past auctions include a sunset boat cruise, a foliage sightseeing tour by air, live bartending and banter for your private event or party, spending a weekend in a lake home. There's all kinds of different ideas of services that you can offer, and we're sure that you have some ideas too. So if you have a service you'd like to donate, please talk with one of the auction committee members. Mary Beth Restivo and Jess Woods are both heading that email, uucnauction@gmail.com, and there'll be details on how to pre-register to attend the event in coming weeks. So mark your calendars, save the date, and think about what you might want to offer as a service. And finally, we are looking for ushers and greeters. So if you want to be one of those people who welcomes people into our sanctuary on Sunday mornings, please sign up for that. I'll put the Sign Up Genius link in the comments. We're always grateful to have everyone's help in making sure that this is a welcoming space on Sunday mornings. That's all I've got for this week. If you have something you'd like to include in next week's announcements, please send me an email by 9 a.m. on Tuesday morning, and I'll make sure to include it. Hope you have a wonderful week and look forward to seeing you this Sunday.